Welcome to the burn unit. This time Bruce isn't ready. Johnathan is waiting to go on stage. We have a quick joke for the kids. What's invisible and smells like carrots? Bunny farts. Well, see, Johnathan is ready. The answer is bunny farts. It's showtime!
Burn Unit with your host, the amazing Johnathan.
Wow, you had a different punchline than the rabbit for that.
You didn't tell the joke I wanted, so the joke I wanted you to tell is what do 3 out of 4 people enjoy? And the answer is gang rape, but you wouldn't tell that because you're a little Christian soldier.
Do you think rape's a funny subject to tell jokes about?
Between you and I, yes.
Okay.
Between the audience, no. It's a horrible thing.
It's a horrible thing. And sponsors watching, of course, not.
No, rape is horrible. Unless they're asking for it. We're going to teach a card trick, then we're going to bring out our first guest.
Excellent guest.
Yeah. You tell them who our guest is.
Amazing producer who's produced more shows in Las Vegas.
Oh, that's our guest. Yeah.
Okay, you didn't remember?
No.
Produced more shows in Las Vegas than Cirque du Soleil, more than anyone else.
He's
the youngest producer
he's got 12 shows right now in Vegas. 12 shows in Vegas at one time. And that's amazing to me.
Amazing.
That's amazing to me.
And David Saxe is who we're
Saxe,
talking about.
Yep.
And has been responsible for helping so many magicians and variety acts over the years.
I don't know about that. He has never done anything for me. But watch this. I'm going to shuffle this deck up so that you know I'm using a regular deck. But before I shuffle the deck up, it's always, whoops, I dropped one. It's always helpful to take them out of the box first. There we go. And get them out. All right. So, we're going to go to a commercial. We'll be right back with David Saxe.
You're about to be mesmerized. It's yellow. It's phallic. It's the magical gravity sensation that's sweeping the nation. It's Banana Shiggy!
Like, I don't know what it is, and it's like the coolest thing ever. I don't know, but like, I can do it.
You don't need training. You barely need practice. You don't even need hands. Banana Shiggy! Once you watch our instructional mind-blowing DVD, you'll learn moves like the Thunder Noodle Wand, the Duty Poop Shoot, the Hippity Flippity, and many, many more. Buy a bunch to up your skills to the max.
Defies belief.
It's my first time. It totally works.
Really? You fucked Donnie and Marie? Oh, hey, we're back. All right.
Just one of them. Just Donnie.
Just Donnie?
Yeah.
Well, that's the cute one.
Wait, which one is a little country and which one's a little... Never mind.
Yeah. Which one's a little... We are sitting here with David Saxe, ladies and gentlemen, producer among other things. I just found out something weird, that you own a building downtown. I never knew you owned a building downtown. I just read a thing that you own like a big, huge workspace downtown.
Oh, yeah.
Well, I have offices down there, but I'm actually just bought a different building today, actually.
You
so
did?
I'm moving.
But you had a big office downtown? Mm-hmm. Where downtown?
Commerce Street,
is that
which is like where all the bums are and the railroad.
Yeah, we know the area.
It's pretty bad.
We're quite familiar with the area. I never knew that, though. That was like a workspace?
Just the whole office, and it's got a dance studio and the
I've never seen
TV
you
production,
dance for me, David. Dance for me.
You know, that's a lot of people don't know, but I'm just kidding. No, I have no dancing talent.
And a whole blue screen, too, for which you do and photography. And it's
yeah, I did my homework to say on production design. I had no idea you were like that. And you probably look at this and marvel.
I do.
Yeah.
I love it. Actually,
I saw him making notes like over there, like standing in the corner, going like, yeah.
This is like my living
Three
room.
people sharing one microphone.
love it.
That's cool.
The idea is to have everything in-house, so I don't have to, not too corporate. So I don't like red tape and waiting. Like, no offense to Caesars and Harrah's and same thing, MGM and all those, but
Put Bally's in there for me, please.
Bally's.
Thank you.
Well, to compete with these guys, and I have to be able to do everything on the spot. So we've got our own printers and our own, you name it. Everything's in-house, just to do quick.
So, all right, let's talk about how many shows you have in town now. You have the V Theater, 12 shows. I remember when you bought the V Theater, I was thinking about buying in. And remember we kind of talked about it for a second. I'm like, I might come in on this with you, and I went, no, fuck that. I thought about it. It's not going to work.
Deserted Passage Mall and Bankrupt Aladdin.
Yeah, that's not going to work. And then, of course, it does work because I thought it would. Everything's. If you want to know how to make an investment, watch me and do the opposite. Because, so you got this place kicking, man. You're like hardcore on that. You have 12 acts under one roof.
I actually don't know. We've got a lot. V Theater. I've got V Theater, and then inside there we've got, like, we call it V2, and then I'm building a theater right now up there, V3.
Aren't you running out what used to be the hat check area of the?
Probably. That's next. And then I got Saxe Theater, which is down the hall from that.
Yeah, you took over Steve Wyrick's theater. Oh. Who would have saw that coming?
Call it.
You know what? That's the sort of.
When they were building that, I walked by there where they were building it, and I used to always joke with the construction guys, and I'd say, "All right, boys, I want it over here. I'll be owning it in about a year." So
yeah, man. Now we know why he had the plane in his act, because that's how he makes his getaway.
Oh man! I heard, when I bought it, I heard that somebody invited him to see go see the show in there, and he said, "No, I can't enter the building. It's not Air Force One unless the president's on board."
Right. Yeah.
So Steve Wyrick,
he kind of got impeached, didn't he?
Come check out Air Force 2.
Yeah, I like Steve, and I actually liked his last show. When I went up saw the last show, that was at the Hilton. Mm-hmm. We went in there with Chris Angel, and he found out we were coming in, and they said, "No, we're just rehearsing." He turned it into a rehearsal real quick so that we wouldn't come in.
Is that because there's nobody in the audience?
Yeah, and he didn't want us to see that, but we figured it out. We're not dumb. We know he doesn't rehearse. So.
Oh my God.
No, I like the show. As I just said, I liked that show, that last one he did. I thought it was
because it was the last one.
Yeah, no. But he had to have the worst review though. One of the papers said when he walked on stage, it was like somebody left the room. That to me that was the best review. I think that was the best review I've ever heard. And it had to be Weatherford because only he's so cruel. He can be brutal, man. He can be really brutal. How's he been to you? Has he been? Is he brutal to you?
Brutal.
All your shows?
Talked to him 3 times today. Talked to him every day. Acts like we're best friends.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. No.
So Mike, I bitched him out today.
Yeah, yeah. He
quit writing about me. It's always bad.
It's not worth being friends with him because it doesn't help.
Not at all.
No, yeah.
Not at all.
I let him use the drive-in here, and with his friends when he wants to use the drive-in, and still, I get the same review every single time. He never writes anything new about it,
He doesn't write good because he has to always look for something negative because that's keeps you engaged. If it's good, remember Joe Delaney used to write really good?
Yeah.
But then people wouldn't respect it, so I think he's found his niche.
Joe Delaney was good.
Yeah. Joe told me once he and Forrest Duke used to write, how quick can we make somebody a star? Instead of trying to tear him down, they'd say, let's try and make this guy a star. Let's see how long it takes. And they'd have a contest to see, in 2 months they can make somebody a star.
Who was the guy before Weatherford? Who was the guy?
Don Usherson?
No.
Oh, Pascovich.
Mike Pascovich. Yeah, he was good to me, Mike Pascovich.
He was.
But I heard he was on the payroll.
Wait,
I don't think
Weatherford gave you an A.
He did give me an A, and
wow.
no one's ever gotten an A+.
Man.
What do you mean, wow? What do you mean? Listen.
I was just kidding.
No one was more surprised than I was.
No, you deserved it, though.
I did deserve the A. I mean, someone deserves. If there's a comedy show in town and you count the laughs, per laughs per minute, then I get that A. No, all in all, if you look at the whole show as a whole, then it's not an A. But
no, me too. No, it was one of the funniest things I've ever seen in my life. Your opening video with the pan the audience. And the naked girl.
Yeah, there was a
Saturday
Night Live used to do that once in a while. They would do
that,
and I just took it out to a whole other level where the best one is the two people, hung like a Tic Tac. We
Yeah.
put on the guy,
Yeah.
and then the girl would has fresh breath. You know, yeah. The worst one
best.
was guy was scanning over, and the title was going to be what was it?
This was Chris.
yeah,
Chris did this.
Yeah, it was going to be hello monkey. That's what it was.
Spanx'
monkey. Hello, monkey.
Yeah.
They
And
come
this is
over
Chris-
to a
was it
black
Chris
guy.
Ritter
They
or
came
was
over
it-
to a black guy and Spanx his monkey, and they were about to go to the. And I'm like, no, running down the hallway to prevent the hello monkey on the black person.
Well, I got to take a drink of my drink.
Ah,
It's a classy show.
want some water?
Not from. Just kidding. I'm just teasing.
Yeah, it's all right.
Thanks.
No, I licked that, by the way. I licked all of them.
It's Johnathan-licious.
Got to do with gag with the water. You can't just drink the water.
It's the water.
Oh my God.
Okay, so what were we talking about before the hello monkey thing? Because that just took me off in a whole.
We're talking about reviewers.
Yeah. Okay, so here's a question for you. What are your requirements for getting into the V Theater? And you are acting as a landlord.
Oh,
do
yeah,
you,
sure,
do you
as a
care?
Do some shows, and then
Yeah.
you also rent
Right.
out the
But do
space.
you
Right.
care about what if somebody comes along and
course I
says, no, but I mean, what if someone has the money and they're just want space? Do you have to look at the act and go, this is the quality I want? Do you have a certain level, or do you just, you know? Of course, you're not going to take this.
All right, if I'm being honest, if it's 8 in the morning and they want a time slot and we don't have anything in there,
But you do.
I'm a little more. I'm a little more lenient if somebody wants to showcase a show or something. But I still tell them my pitch is the worst ever. They pitch me a show, and I say, "Don't do it. You'll probably lose your money. Showbiz is tough. You're crazy."
Are they standing in front of you when you're doing
I
this?
tell them. I say it's
'cause
so
you can
hard.
you can be doing this when they're not around.
I tell them just don't do it. It's a business. Too many people in showbiz think they're going to open up. Opening night, be
Yeah.
packed and make a ton of money. I say you won't do that if you owned a restaurant. Let's say you're a chef, you pick out your menu, you buy the land, you build your thing, you design the whole place. It takes 2 years, and on opening night, you have 10 paid people, and the rest are comps. You're gonna
10
close
paid
up.
people. That's pretty good.
You're gonna close up shop, but they do that in shows all the time. They panic, and investors panic. So I say it's a business. Make sure you have at least 3 months of money to operate, and if you don't do it, you're crazy.
And if you believe in it, do you come in and invest in the show? What do? You cut them a better deal? And
I
say,
invest
"Look,
in every show there, just as far as I have my whole team try and push the shows, and we help. I don't want anything to fail in there, because believe me, they print Saxe show fails, even if it's not
Yeah,
mine.
you know what?
So.
Sax sucks is a real easy thing to someone's just sitting on that waiting to use it.
Yeah,
you know?
so it's hard to.
Now you were
balance.
the youngest producer in Las Vegas.
Yeah,
correct?
my sister was.
Now your mother was a famous producer. I worked for your mother. I've worked for you too, but I worked for your mother in Turtle Lake, Wisconsin.
Wow, what was
we
that?
did a show. There was an Indian brother bake.
You got into Turtle Lake?
I got into Turtle Lake.
God damn it.
It was supposed to be a 2-year contract that lasted 6 weeks. But that's when I first met your mother. Did you take over Showgirls or Magic was her?
That was later. Yeah. Later, I took that show over.
And how old were you when you first produced your first show in Las Vegas?
Well, Melinda wanted to become a magician many years ago. I was still in
Melinda,
high
the first
school.
lady of Magic, is
My
your
sister.
sister. Yes.
And so we all put a show around her, and I was kind of co-producer /
Were you mad they didn't put a show around you
And
first?
how
I never wanna be on
old were you
stage.
how old were you at this time?
17.
17.
How
So-
long had Melinda been doing magic up until that when she was like?
Oh man, she just started taking class because she was like in love with Lance Burton and wanted to go to magic classes to meet him. And then she's like, "I'll just stick with this because then I could see Lance Burton."
She just stuck with that, but she didn't stick with Lance Burton. Which brings me to the subject.
That's a whole nother story.
We're talking. You said anything. What happened to that, man? What was the deal with that whole? Was it a real marriage? Were they in love? What happened?
Oh yeah,
They
No,
were.
She loved him since for a long time.
What
yeah.
happened then?
Well, all I can tell you is
No, not all you can tell me. You can tell me everything. When they say all I can tell you is what we already know.
Well, there were rumors of infidelity from him many times, and then I think she finally found out. So
Really?
yeah, and it.
That's not the version I heard.
And I got a call one day, and she said, "Do you have a friend with a pickup?" I go, "Uh-oh." They were married about 8
What, is
months.
she just looking for another guy, or what's she likes guys with pickups? I'm tired of the magicians.
No,
I don't
so-
like magicians anymore. I want a guy with a pickup.
So
So that's what happened. Lance was
picked her
fucking
up, held
around.
her.
Yeah, that
Well,
bastard.
supposedly, allegedly.
What,
She didn't give him a chance. She didn't give him a chance. I
Oh,
think
it
every guy
was-
should get one chance on that one.
Nope.
Fuck you.
It was-
I think I remember.
Chance.
That was from your girlfriend, by the way.
Oh hi. honey. Can't see because the lights are really
No,
bright.
no. It was pretty. Wow, it was a big thing. I mean, I picked her up. She said, that's it. I have irrefutable evidence. Everyone was right. Everyone's told me. She's like, I can't.
Was it?
Just got her
was it-
stuff and she just left.
Was it with a stripper?
I don't know.
David, look at me. David, was it with a stripper?
I don't know. I like it.
David.
That is between those.
That's too bad because that was a.
Yeah. She was crushed.
Yeah, you know what? She should have gave him another chance. Every guy gets one chance. Yeah.
She's back though. She's in.
Yeah,
V
yeah.
now.
She's in V show now. She's
And there's always been.
telling you,
you
she
know
looks
what?
better than ever. It's unbelievable.
Is
she
there
looks so good.
any comments or anything? Because there's always been rumors that she's maybe preparing for her own full evening extravaganza. She took a long break to have children, as I understand.
Oh yeah.
She married the guy that owns the PF Chang's.
No.
That's a rumor?
That's. Well, he was. He was like
all of them, but
operating
that
partner
one.
of one of them. Yeah, he was.
Okay.
Not anymore though.
But
She
he
looked
at the
great
time.
in V when I saw her the show.
Well, it's because she's eating a lot of Chinese food. It's healthy.
No, she's great. She worked a long time, decided to retire, have kids, family, didn't think she'd come back. 10 years went by. She called me up and said, and everybody was right, I'm ready, let's do it. She wanted her kids to see her perform once. So I put her, baby steps, put her in V show as an act, which was really humbling for her because half the acts in the show worked for her before and her shows, but she was the nicest and best ever. I mean, I love her to death, but working with family sometimes could be hard, and the first 15 years of my life or professional life, we worked together, and it was hard. And I think going away for 10 years and seeing what life's about and the kids and stuff, she goes, okay, I'm going to really appreciate it this time. She came back with a vengeance, excited, the nicest I've ever seen her, and the greatest person ever. She's so amazing. I'm proud of her. Really good.
And I didn't know you have kids too.
Yeah, I've got three.
You have 3 kids?
Yeah, I've got boy, girl, boy, almost 12, almost 9, almost 6. The summer babies.
So they'll be out of the house in a couple of years.
And they all have iPads.
Did you hear that?
They're all, oh my God, one of them's here. Yeah.
Yeah.
What am I
Learning
doing?
words he had never heard before.
Oh, he's heard them, believe me. Maybe
That's
not
right,
so
we-
funny
we
arranged.
have-
but-
well, yeah, I have a 12-year-old that talks worse than me, and I have a mouth like a 12-year-old.
I've never heard him say a bad word. I told him once he hears it, that's it. He can't watch any PG-13 movies. Can't be around all this. He's great. He's smart.
So it doesn't. Is your wife have dark hair? Cause I don't see.
Yeah,
you.
she's like Portuguese, so he looks like mom.
Okay, good. Yeah.
She's
good.
an orthodontist, nothing to do with the business at all, which is
She's an orthodontist.
Kinda nice.
That's nice to know.
nice retirement
nice to
plan,
know an
man. So if
orthodontist.
this
It
doesn't
is.
work out, it's going to be
It's
good.
nice to know a hooker, a masseuse, and an orthodontist. And it's not too shabby to know a blind, deaf, and dumb nymphomaniac who owns a liquor store either. But I digress. So, talking about this 8 o'clock time slot that you have open in the morning.
Johnathan in the morning. Wake up with Johnathan.
You know, that stuck in my brain. It was a joke, but it was like click.
Oh, I almost did a show. I had breakfast with Bugsy. I was going to do a show, free show, and breakfast and this whole thing. And it's kind of an infomercial.
Who's Bugsy?
Bugsy
A
Siegel.
guy who Bugsy who had breakfast with
Yeah, you'd be
Bugsy. I thought it was a
perfect for
kid that had money for the rent. What is the least successful act you've ever had?
Oh boy! I had a show called Point Break Live. It was these guys out of LA who did it. They reenacted.
Point Break the movie.
Yeah, they did a musical out of it, and it was going to
They
be
made a
hilarious.
But you're running Evil Dead musical right
Oh,
now,
yeah.
which is brilliant, man. So that could That could have
Point
worked.
Break Live
That could've
lasted maybe 2 shows. They ran out of money before they opened, and I said, "I told you guys, put money in. It would have worked."
I'm seeing a trend now with taking TV shows and making it into
Absolutely.
musicals. I mean, they're all pretty successful.
Oh yeah, I'm
Yeah.
telling you, Evil Dead kills
Evil
it.
Dead is great.
Kills it.
I saw it at the Onyx Theater. Is it the same Evil Dead?
Yep.
Is it?
Yep.
It's really good.
Oh my God, they I didn't know when I signed it up. I didn't know how much blood went everywhere.
Oh,
So
yeah.
they've cost way more than I've made on them because we've had to redo the seats, the carpet, the everything every day, the lights, the LED wall. They really splatter like 20 gallons of blood every day.
What is
everywhere? I'm
what
like,
is the blood made out of? I'm curious because I'm a blood guy.
Oh, I don't even.
But I got to know
I
what.
really don't know, but whatever it is,
washes
it
right out.
stains. No, it's terrible.
They ought to come to me for the formula.
I will make them.
I have a blood formula that washes out of everything because it's dish soap. How brilliant is that? Red food coloring and dish soap. It's a self-cleaning blood. But you don't want to put it in your eyes. You got to warn people. You got to warn people about that one.
Oh man, we have so many lawsuits.
So now you're doing the strippers. You bought Wyrick's Theater. And
Doing strippers.
I could have trapped you on that one. Look how guilty. You did look guilty after I said that. You're like, so you're doing the stripper show over at Wyrick's Theater still? Yeah, the Strippers 101 thing.
Oh no, Stripper 101's a class for that's at the V Theater.
Oh, it's that V Theater.
I put that together 8 years ago. I thought it would last maybe a week as a publicity stunt.
What was the giant
been great.
stripper that you had built in?
Oh, the stripper bar? With
Yeah.
the big stripper. Yeah, it didn't work.
I saw that in the paper. I said, you built a giant stripper. You were so proud of that giant stripper.
I was so proud of that thing.
Yeah,
it was like
man,
a
it was
30-foot stripper, and you have to walk
know
between
what?
her legs to get in.
I think you could sell that to Gallagher. Don't throw it away yet. We got some of his stuff here. We got his car out front. We got, Gallagher's back in town now.
And opened at the Trop.
Why are you looking like that?
Gallagher pops every 5 years. He pops up somewhere out of the blue. I was putting a show called Recycle Percussion together at the Quad Hotel, and right in the middle of rehearsals, it's late at night. It's like 2 in the morning. We're working hard, and I just turn and there's Gallagher.
That's how
Like,
he popped.
that's how he popped. That's how we
He
do
goes,
your show.
"Hey man, blah blah blah." He jumps up on a table. He starts tap dancing. I'm like, "Oh my God, he's on crack. What's he doing?" He's a hilarious, but he's pretty smart.
Could have been the night he hung out with me. the crack part. No, he is intelligent,
funny though,
man.
man.
He's got some amazing ideas.
He does.
He's got amazing ideas, and some of them, they suck, and some of them are brilliant. And when that happens, you have to pick and choose. People think of you like you're crazy if you have half and half.
This is awful, but he wouldn't leave. We were right in the middle of really trying to light and everything, pulling an all-nighter lighting.
Is he here?
So I took him, and I used him. I put him on a stool, and I made him put his arms out, and we lit for about 5 more hours. I used him as a prop for 5 hours, and he told jokes the whole time.
Yeah, yeah.
It was hilarious. It was the funniest thing I think I
One
ever
of the
did.
reasons I was going to do this show is because I was going to get. He's telling everybody he's dying, and he hasn't done it yet. And he makes it sound like it's going to be tomorrow because he's had 6 heart attacks, right? So it could happen at any time. And so I wanted to get the last Gallagher interview. I thought that was going to be good,
He will live 150.
Yeah, he will.
Dancing
He'll be
everywhere.
dancing
He's going to be our
Hilarious.
first guest.
Yeah, no,
Oh
that's
man,
why.
you guys won't get to talk.
That's fine with me. I don't. I just would like to get him on and then have him die immediately afterwards and have the.
Oh.
No, I'm not saying that 'cause it's true. I'm just saying that. Well, because it's true, but how cool would that be? I got the last Gallagher interview. I guess it's not really that great when you think about it. The last Gallagher interview. It's not going to be like the last James Gallagher. We were going to have James Gallagher
He
on
was
the
going to
show.
be on
He was
tonight.
gonna- that would have been.
Man.
Is it too soon?
Too soon.
Too soon.
We started. I was talking to you during the break about this, and there's stories, and you can straighten this. You were were you a drummer when you were a young kid? Younger?
Yeah, I drum,
And,
but
and did you drum in shows on the Strip?
well, no.
Bruce,
In Melinda's show, I used to
sources-
run.
know anything.
Your
No, it's
sources
all right.
so suck.
Sorry, it's a mixture of all these things.
Okay, because I had heard a story of you being a drummer in a show
We used
when you were like 14 for one of your mother's shows.
Oh, okay. No, my dad was a musician and had a big band, so I used to play trumpet and
For the Pack,
fill in
for
for
the
that
Rat
when I was a
Pack.
kid. For all those guys and everybody and all the big conventions, and that's kind of how we got started in entertainment. He started putting on the bands for the conventions, and then they wanted more stuff. So Melinda would be like a belly dancer. My other sister was a dancer, and my mom would put together fortune tellers and all this stuff. We just started putting these convention things together. And I was always a techie. I did light, sound, and musician, and I played drums too. But then when Melinda's show started, I was maitre d'. When started Melinda's show, I was maitre d', did light, sound, and I had all the stage stuff jerry-rigged, and I ran spot. I had a keyboard here and a drum set. It was like a one-man band thing, so I did all kinds of goofy stuff.
You weren't into sports, were you, growing up?
Oh yeah.
You were, because most people that have come from showbiz families, they get diverted away from sports.
No, I was the opposite. In my family, this sounds great, but it wasn't. All the girls were nude all the time, and all the girls from the other shows were over all the time, topless. Everyone was naked and topless all the time, and
I've hung out with your sister and your mom. I know that.
And I would play sports and stuff, and my friends would kind of come over, and they'd walk through, and they go, "Oh my God, there's 20 naked girls in the back." I'm like, "Come on, let's go play basketball." Like, "Oh my God, there's 20 naked girls in the back." We had a dance studio in our house, and
so you don't get crazy like we do when you see 20.
No, unfortunately.
That's too bad.
I'm straight, but
yeah, right. That was the other question I was going to. We're going to go to a commercial. We'll be right back. I'm going to start.
Rat Pack?
Yeah.
We're going to be Rat Pack.
No, I'm going to start turning them on. No, we'll be right back after this commercial. Now we're officially back with Burn Unit and David Saxe, producer extraordinaire, and always looking for new shows, always looking for the next cutting edge show, and I think that maybe I might have found it.
What? What is it?
Who is it? Somebody's sawing a woman down.
No, oh no.
Is it you?
No. Read the top, read it.
What is it?
No, we won't say anything.
We won't say who. We won't say who.
The most fun we ever had.
Many years ago, we watched the magic show.
And we ended up under
Somebody
the
else's
table.
show.
We literally were underneath the table because we were laughing so hard at this show that we had
equations. We were doing, what was it? Something plus helmet equals. I forgot what it was. Remember the equations we were doing?
Yeah, you do remember, yeah, equals child molester.
What are you talking about?
It was. Remember sitting on the stairs. Remember with the little kid? He was sitting on
I have no
the
clue.
It was like little kid plus magician on stairs equals child molester.
What are you two talking
It's a
about?
formula of magic. No, we were talking about. We saw
just a bad magic show.
It was a bad magic show, and but you know how like when you're at a funeral and you start laughing, you can't stop.
It was a very Tyler Moore episode.
Yeah. Well, this was like that. It was a funeral, basically, and
we were underneath the booth.
Our
heads just kept going under because we didn't want to be heard, and we
had a lot of really clever, witty comments to make about the show, and we were destroyed. This. Yeah, we were both Weatherford for an hour.
Yeah, no kidding.
So you got classic cars. That's pretty cool.
Well, a couple. I've got a '62 VW bus.
Yeah.
Love that thing.
Yeah.
Actually, it's my wife's that bought it for her, and then the '66 Mustang. But I want to collect more.
Yeah.
I want to be you. I wanted this
Johnathan
place, and I want all this stuff.
Take a pic.
You wanted to be me like I was before. Not now. You don't want to be me.
No, I want to be you. I don't want to work.
Yeah. Okay. Well, that's me. Yeah. So yeah, but you should buy it. You know what? I never even thought about cars until I bought that one for my wife the day she left me. I told you that story.
Yeah.
After that, I was driving the classic car around, and I'd come out, and there would be a ring of people around my car, and I kind of liked that, you know.
I'm telling you, I have friends that have the Lamborghinis and all that, and then I'll pull up in just an old classic '66 Mustang, and people honk.
Yeah.
And it just feels good.
It feels good.
Yeah,
it feels good.
I like it.
I mean, rather than them coming up to me and doing that, I hated that. You know, no. It's nice to come out and see an old guy by your car crying, like a little tear in his eye. I used to have one of those.
Oh, everybody tells you that. My first car was a '66 Mustang.
They're always some go. My wife, when she was alive, and I was like, I got stuff to do, old man.
So maybe I won't get
hear this story, my wife. Yeah, I know. And you drove her on your first date, and I gotta go.
So I should just skip it, maybe?
No, man. The classic car is part of your image. You got to pull up in a cool car. I can't even get in a car that's not at least washed. You know,
it's so funny. I went through my douchebag phase. Had the Porsche, had the all the mansion and all that stuff, and I got it out of my system, and I drive a truck, and I'm happy. And
Your sister wants you to drive a truck, doesn't she?
no, I love it. I love having a truck. Trucks are cool. I love it.
Are you serious? You should get an old fixed up truck. That's what your next toy
I
should
love
be.
I love the old stuff.
Yeah, man, get an old truck. But I won't buy anything foreign. You got to keep it American. Remember that. The Lamborghinis and all that stuff.
You got a Porsche. I see the Porsche over there.
I got a Porsche replica that was built in Huntington Beach, California. Good old American
What engine's
steel.
in there? VW?
Yeah. Porsche engine.
Porsche,
yeah, no,
yeah.
there's parts on my cars that are foreign to me, anyway. But what were
All right,
you?
give me some good ones. Let's do.
Well, you know,
He's
I was
got
just
some-
going to.
Yeah, he was gonna ask- come up with make up a
but
story
just
about you.
No, this is a true story. A few years ago, of course, the economy was terrible here in
Still
Las
is,
Vegas.
yeah.
Still is, but it's gotten a lot better.
Oh, has it now? Really?
Where are you living?
Yeah.
But it's better than it
With his mom.
Let's get in
There were, and there still are, but there's a lot of acts like myself and
Yeah.
that to just, we're struggling because a lot of the smaller shows, people used to see 3 shows when they'd come and visit Vegas. Now they see a show and a half, and it's usually
lot of
not the
nightclubs.
smaller shows.
There's a lot of nightclubs now.
And they go.
They
to
want
the
to see
nightclub.
DJs.
Yeah. Oh, don't get the.
Well, it
don't get me
must have been
started on
about
DJs.
3
Don't get
years
it.
ago now, Christmas, I did a show for you that when you ran the numbers, there was no way this show was going to make any money. It was Santa's Magical Circus.
I remember that. I remember you having to run away from my show. You worked for me at the time.
I was jumping back and forth
He had
between
that. You took him away from my show for Santa's Magical
did,
Circus.
No, I actually was able to do both shows.
That's
I
right.
went
That's
to
why
that
it was
week at Your
magical.
Planet Hollywood,
Because you
we
took
went
the
to-
sleigh. Santa
Yeah.
lets you take the sleigh.
But the beautiful thing, the amazing thing was that basically the whole purpose that you did the show was there was out of work entertainers,
I do
and
that a
you
lot.
just wanted to give them a place to work.
I do that a lot. I have over 400 employees, and
Most
so
of them
funny
were
that-
entertainers.
a lot of entertainers. It's funny. I will look at something and I go, at best, I sell out every show and I break even. I'm like, I do it. But
But it helped. It helped about
But I gotta tell you
5
that,
or
but-
6 acts. It was Anthony Reyes.
So
was
it's
there,
fine
and
if you
Connie
do that
Ball.
as long as you can also go, oh, I think I'll make $1 million on this one. You have to balance that out.
it's fun. Yeah, I only want to make money so I can put it right back into the company and hire more people.
Now you have some incredible. What show did you think was going to make you a fortune? You personally that you
Oh.
produced that died off. What was your biggest?
Santa's Magical
I gotta
Circus.
say,
Magical Circus.
I don't think any of them are gonna make money. I go into everything scared, like I was born in the Depression or something. I'm
Because
like,
one of the best shows, I mean, and I'm assuming it's doing pretty well, is Vegas, the show.
Yeah, that's great.
If you come to Vegas.
Yeah,
this
I
is
heard about
such
that
a
one,
great
and
show.
I kind of
see
said,
it?
I did the numbers on that in my head and went, how the fuck?
Yeah,
Full
That's
band.
gonna be sold out
At
every
least
show.
When it opened, it had a full band.
No, full, still, yeah, everybody predicted I'd do that
Yeah.
and then go to tracks. Nope.
And this is
11-piece
when-
What was
orchestra.
it?
still
11-piece
doing it.
orchestra right there.
Still
It was
is. I actually added more
like,
to
get a drum
the show.
machine. Buy yourself a car.
No, that whole thing was my baby about
How big
bringing
is
back.
the cast of that total? when
Oh
you count?
gosh, 45, 55 people. I don't even know. There's a
So
lot.
when shows like, well, not Jubilee, what was the Follies Bergère are closing because they're too big, you decided, in the worst of the economy,
Yeah.
to open a show with 40 people in it.
And no hotel support. I have to pay for the whole theater and all the. So usually, the
Hotel what?
The hotel has to
Support, did
You
you
know
say?
that support that you had. What you had is.
This is an odd concept to me.
What's that mean?
Really? Hotel support.
No, but the hotels usually, hey, but like security guards and stuff you don't even
Only
think
to
about.
bring you
I got-
out.
Yeah, only to bring you. Won't go there. That's a good one. No, inside joke. Sahara Hotel. No.
Yeah. We can't talk about that under law. What they did to me on that, those motherfuckers.
Anyway, yeah, but just all the little things you don't think about, cleanup and all that stuff. I have to pay everything plus rent, plus you name it. Ice machines break down all the time. There's $1,800 here and there, and it's just
We
gets
didn't touch
really
on the most
expensive.
important thing of all about David Saxe. We didn't even touch on
What's
that.
that?
The whole broker system. Tell me about that.
Jesus.
I want to know about that because
wasn't
a
it
lot of
started by your
people,
mother?
a lot of people say that Bonnie was the one who started that. Is that true?
Yeah.
Okay, so it starts out where she wants to explain the brokers to the people that don't know what it is. 'cause
Pretty simple.
It's a concept that changed all of Las Vegas.
When our show first started, it's Melinda. It's we go up against Siegfried and Roy and all these big shows, and you go up to a broker. And I used to go around in high school after school and go up to the brokers and say, will you please sell my sister's show? And I said, kid, we're making 35 cents on Siegfried and Roy. You gonna beat that? Like,
Oh yeah, you did.
give you $1? Then it was, wow. Then somebody went to 2, then we went to 5, then they matched us at 5, we went to 7. Just kept raising the price of the ticket.
Is this true? Did Bonnie
mom?
pay? Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Did she pay for taxi cabs' funerals?
Yeah.
Okay, that's not a rumor. So that's something like you would
Oh,
come
yeah.
up with, and he would say no.
Oh yeah, no, she did. She's smart. She did all kinds of stuff.
How did that come about? Why did she think that? How did she come on she have a deal with the funeral company?
No.
Well, I mean, that's the only way I could think of coming up with that
Well,
idea.
two
is
things.
if she
First of
could
all,
offer
my mom used to just have this purse open with cash in it and just give it to anyone who asked anywhere all the time. And I would be running around going, not because I wanted it, but I would go, that's kind of irresponsible. You're going to piss away all this money. And she's like the most giving person ever. And, I mean, she must have given away millions over the years to everyone. But yeah, every sad story she'd see on TV or whatever it was, she's like, let's buy that. Let's give them that.
But the point is, there was a payoff, which I don't know if she planned it, but watch, you're going to find the wrong story that I had heard. She had helped somebody whose kid died, a taxi cab driver, but then all the cab drivers in town would promote her show because she had helped one of them.
I
Sure.
see. So it started from one incident. That's how she came with the idea. So the kid died and she took care of it.
And so she was the first person then to really promote to the cab drivers.
And when you think about it, not a lot of cab drivers die often, and if they're recommending the shows all the time, it's pretty
Absolutely.
good. Pretty good.
They're always taught the first thing people.
pretty
ask
good
when they
little
get into a cab is,
scam. No, I'm kidding. So now, okay. Flash to 5 years later, maybe even 10 years later now, when you have to have the brokers, and the brokers now have the attitude where, hey, I'm doing you a favor, fucker. You know, I'm selling your.
And how much
You're
is a broker take now?
almost
I'm not really
a
sure,
little
but-
less than half. Almost sometimes.
Let me tell you, you let's say you have a $50 ticket. You've got everybody wants a discount now, so you're selling it for, pretty good discount, and then the brokers want $20. They want half of that. I just went through my commission sheets there, our net, what we're making. I mean, we make, 20% of what the ticket value
You created
is.
a monster, man. You
It's
created
a monster.
Yeah.
It's a monster, but
But it's killing for you.
But here's the thing: people get mad at me, but I'd say, okay, then you do it. I don't want to pay more than I have to. But when you have this many people in your show at $5, and then you give them 10, and you got this many, there's a number
it's not
where
even
it's like
the paying
wow.
out that does bug me, but that's not the bad part.
It bugs me
it's
too that we
their
have to.
attitude that they're doing you a favor by even taking you on, and that if you're sick for a few days, they'll punish you by not selling your ticket for the rest of the week or something. Just like
you got to put yourself in their shoes, though. They're investing. They've got booths everywhere, high rents everywhere, employees, all this stuff, and it's a business, and they want the best deal. They want to have the best rate. They want the best commission. They're all fighting against each other, and I get it. But yeah, being on our side, I mean, everybody who's tried and said, all right, no more brokers. That's it. We're just going to sell a ticket at what the rate should be, and the customer can buy it a lot cheaper.
yeah, that won't
They
work.
go out of business.
That won't
in a
work
week.
unless
It doesn't
everyone
work.
does it at once. Everybody gets together at once and does it, and that's the only way.
And the last time I tried to get all shows together just to talk about anything, somebody in the back, I won't mention names, stood up and said, "You pay brokers too much." And then this one fought with that one, and I said, "We're the only industry that I know of that doesn't have an organization. We don't have
Health insurance.
we don't help and meet. There's associations.
There's not
every
a
other
union
thing.
for us or anything.
No, I mean, show producers all hate each other and all competitive, and it's like I said, why do we all have a dance studio?
Show
in our place?
producers. There's only you now, David.
God, you're right. There's a couple.
There isn't really. I mean,
yeah,
when
it's
you think
weird.
about it, I mean,
Yeah.
Circa's a whole
Dick
Feeney
Dick
has a
Feeney,
couple of
and
shows
He's got a
still.
show.
yeah, it's just like
But
they're.
there's
Yeah,
be a
no,
lot
it
more.
did. It's changed so much, and what I feel bad for is like
I feel if I
entertainers.
open your shirt, all these producers are going to be in. Their faces will be like,
Get back in.
Dick Feeney.
Yeah, I get a bad rap though because commissions and all that stuff. But what's funny is, I'm not the most. I don't pay the most. I don't do the most. If one broker can not push my show over another show, they're getting $2.
You're smart. I mean, it's a matter of being the smartest guy in the room. That's all it is. I mean, because to get where you've got, and that's the top of the producing thing. You know.
Or dumb, and I just
Not dumb.
can't stop.
Smart. No, that's not
You know,
dumb. That's smart.
I look at things. I've been on stage, but I'm not a performer. I couldn't do what you do in a million years. But
That would be dumb.
But I've sat. Oh, you have a fun life. That's good. But I sit
I think
on.
we're by the airport. I didn't even think about that little thing. When we moved the studio over here. We're under the.
But I've watched shows my whole life and watched the audiences and ran sound and lights and just. I've been there 2 shows a night every night while you guys were on stage performing, perfecting your skill. I perfected watching the audience from a different kind of view. Like, so what do they like from a marketing standpoint? And then went to the casino and. I'm fascinated with how do I get them in
If you
seat.
could go on stage and try something different like that, you might be good at it too.
I can't.
See, I've always thought
I'm terrible.
that you should be one of the judges on a show like America's Got Talent because you've actually, when somebody comes up and everybody's going, "Oh my God, I've never seen anything like it," and I'm sitting at home going,
When
"What
that
do you
came
mean
out,
that's
it
happened?"
killed me. When it came out,
But you should be one of the judges.
well, I helped them the first 2 years. I helped them get almost half their people they
But
had
you should
on
be
there.
one of the judges, and you should be.
They auditioned
turning
me
to
for it.
Sharon Osbourne.
Before it
Oh,
started, they
did?
filmed
really
me,
did
and
audition for you for that.
But I think they were just setting me up as sure, we're going to audition you as a judge. Meanwhile, can you give us more talent for this show that we're launching?
You didn't sign anything with them, I hope.
Plus I was terrible. on
Bruce
camera.
did. They own Bruce. They own Bruce. They told him to wear that shirt tonight.
But it killed me when I would watch them and say, to an act that's amazing. Some of the best acts have been on there, and they go, this is terrible. What are you going to do next? They're a juggler. What do you think they're going to do next? They're going to juggle.
Yeah.
We need to see something different.
The fact that they can make ventriloquists famous is all the credit to them.
I got to tell you, this is a terrible. this is a bad story, but
We like
Terry Fader tried to get in one of my shows about 7 times, and I kept saying, I don't care if he wins. He's on America's Got Talent. I go, I don't care if he wins America's Got Talent. I'm not putting a ventriloquist in my show.
Thank you.
$100 million for 5 years.
So it shows you what I know. So then he had his
But
deal.
you have had. We were just talking about. You've had Sammy King in your show, haven't you?
Don't touch
Long
that.
time ago. But
Great,
that's
what a great.
yeah.
He's a legend.
No, and I hear I still never seen Terry Fader. I hear he's good, but
Yeah, just the fact that, here's the other ventriloquist. What's his
Well, there's
name?
Brad Cummings.
No,
and
the
there's
big
Jeff
the
Dunham.
big one, Jeff Dunham. There was a crossroads and a devil involved in that whole fucking deal somewhere. A ventriloquist filling that kind of theaters with those kind of jokes. The jokes are as lukewarm as it gets. There's no edge. It's about as edgy as a ball.
I kill you.
So
Yeah, for people who've been in the business a long time and seen all this, some of these corporate guys, and then they become megastars. You go, how'd that happen?
yeah,
But good
Danny
for them.
Gans was the
Yeah,
same
good
way,
for
man.
them.
I've
Yeah.
seen Danny Gans was by far not the best impersonator around.
Right, but
Shades of Danny Gray, I should say.
here's his worst. I used to teach at UNLV, and I'd tell the first day I've got 120 students, all for like 7 years.
And what were you teaching? What was
Hotel
I
entertainment.
know you
When Joe
brought them all
Delaney,
to my show once, remember?
Oh, yeah.
You had them all write reviews on my show, and I didn't get to see one of them, so I assume
Sorry.
that they were sucky because you never showed me any of them. That was the deal. They'll write reviews, and you'll get them. I'm like, yeah, I
Sorry.
can see where that's productive. Except for they didn't write good ones, and you never gave me them.
I don't remember why.
I'm telling you. I remember why, and I'm telling you.
But but I would tell the kids. So the first day, I'd always tell them, like, here's what the class is about. You're going to see all these shows. You're going to review them, and you're going to learn the insides of how the business works and things. I go, like, for instance, I said, Danny Gans is, entertainer of the year. I said, well, I know his manager. In his first year, he got that. He told me the story. You can buy editorial, so you buy an ad in Showbiz magazine.
He bought it, yeah.
And then you produce your own editorial, so you wrote it yourself, basically.
It's how Rita Rudner gets in it.
Yeah, no, we know how that works.
Review journal, yeah, we know how it works.
It's no different than world's coldest beer and all these things at restaurants, but it's okay. But I'm telling them this story, and so there he is, entertainer of the year because he did that. And a girl raises her hand. She goes, "Excuse me, that's my father."
Oh man!
If you could have came back with this, yeah, and he'll be dead in 10 years. That would have been so cool. And from an overdose.
Yeah. Oh, that's horrible. So I said, I'll never do that again. So the next year, I forgot, and I did it again, and I said the same thing. And I said, like, for instance, Clint Holmes, and I used it as an example, and the girl goes, "Excuse me, that's my dad."
You know what?
Shut up.
I've been setting you up every time for that one.
The best was all the magicians that took the class, and I'd see them, it'd be like 50-year-old magicians, and the thing was all these 20-year-olds, and a 50-year-old magician. I'm like, what the hell are you doing here? Just want to learn the secrets. And
No, they just want to they want to be able to talk to you after class about getting his time slots. Instead of bringing you an apple, they're bringing you can I have a time slot?
that was fun, though.
Yeah, no, that's cool that you were you still teaching at all? No. No?
No
You got in
good
trouble?
deed goes unpunished, let me tell you.
Yeah.
It's hard work. The teaching is hard work and great. The very first night,
But it
I
pays so
graded,
well.
I graded, yeah, it pays great. I didn't cover my gas costs to get there. The first night I started, 120 reports, and I'm not kidding, and the first one says, no offense to Asian, I don't mean that, but there's...
No, we hate Chinese people. Go ahead.
I mean, it's like 50% Korean or something. But
Fuckers.
it's terrible. Well, they don't understand what we're saying.
No.
So,
Let me translate for you. There, now they know.
so it says,
Oh, you got to do this too. If you're truly racist, you have to do
always
this
takes
too.
this turn.
Yeah.
oh no.
Go on.
Go
Go on, everybody.
We don't have the puppets, but it's going to happen.
Sponsored by Korean Airlines.
Yeah, nah.
Johnathan
yeah.
show. So it's a me likey show, show
Now
pantomime
that's too
good.
much. Me likey. That's
I mean, it was like, I go, what the? And I'm correcting it. I'm exhausted after the first paper. Pretty soon it was like, I'm B. See, I couldn't, there's no way if I graded them on that, it was just.
Oh, unless you give them an A, they get really.
Oh, but really, I mean, half of them can't even write, and it's terrible.
Yeah.
So it just.
As
it was-
opposed to the American students.
And I wanted to change the. Yeah, no, not that. I'm talking about the American students too. It was bad.
Yeah.
I go, wow.
Bad.
And then you ask them, what do you want to be when you grow up? Never, I want to work hard. I want to grow. I'm going to own a hotel next week. I'm going to be. One girl told me I'm going to own the Lakers, like when she graduates. I go, how are you going to go from here to owning Lakers? It's the entitled
It's
generation.
the
that they
whole
just-
blowing the whole
the
football
whole-
team, pumping her stomach and.
It's the Paris
getting a whole
Hilton generation,
profile
though.
full
Let me
of-
tell you.
It's an urban myth.
Wow.
Isn't it? Or did that really happen? And if it did, where is she?
Oh, I don't know. I'm gonna move the table one more time. There we go. There.
All right, we've had fun. David, thank you for coming on the show. And
Thanks for having me, guys.
it's been an honor talking to you. And,
Thanks for having me.
ladies and gentlemen, David Saxe.
Thank you. Someone.
And that's been our show for this evening. Thank you for watching Burn Unit. And my co-host, what's your name? Jesus.
Jesus,
Just blank
that's
right out.
Jesus is
Just
right.
right out. Owned by American Idol.
American Got Talent.
Yeah. And good night. Thanks for coming.